Good! Speak to the baroness! Fall to the alley, or we run ourselves aground! Mr. Hey, my arms! Chili, my arms! Yard! Taking it home, sir! Taking the masses with it! Blow to the loud winds I win! And believe it up! Good night, Swain! Up here! Where's the master? Play them in! I play now! Keep it on! Where is the master, Bosun? You don't need him! You modern neighbor! Keep your gadgets! You do his sister's door! Be patient! Weaknesses! Hates! What cares? These orders for the name of king! Together! Silence! Revolution! Good! You're the remember the home now has no more! You're the diamond of the myself! You are a counselor! If you can command these elements of silence and work the bees of the places, we will not handle them more! Use your authority! If you cannot, give thanks you have lived so long! I rank yourself an enemy and your cabin for the chance of the hour! If it's so hard, tell it good odds! Out of my way, I see! I have great confidence from this fellow. Methinks he had no drowning by the bottom. In his complexion is perfect gallows. Steadfast good fate to his agent. Make no hope of his destiny on cable. Born alone on little advantage. If he be not born to be hanged on cases miserable. Lord! Lord! Bring it to life and made God! I'm playing upon this howling! They are known in the winter! What are all these? Yet again! What do you hear? Shall we give more than drown? Have you a mind to think? I'm boxing your throat! You bawling blasphemous and charitable dog! Working! Hang, cur! Hang, you horse, an insolent noisemaker! We are less afraid to be drowned than now what? I wanted them for drowning! Let the shepherd no stronger than a nutshell! And that leaky as an unstanched wench! Lay her own! Then have you guarded it! On this again! Lay her own! Our lives! The best! Our lives! What? Must not rouse me all! The kingdom prince and praise! Let us listen! What cases as this? I am out of patience! We are merely cheated of our lives by drunkards! This wine-chopped rascal! But now mine is lie drowning! The washing of 10 times! He'll be hanged yet! No every drop of water swear against it! And gape and wine is the glutton! Upon us! We split! Farewell, my wife and children! Farewell, brother! We split! Let's all sing with the king! Let's take leave of him! Now would I give 1,000 furlongs of sea for an acre of Ireland! Long breath! Brown furs! Anything! Wheels above
If by your art, my dearest father, you have put the wild waters in this roar, allay them! The sky, it seems, would pour down stinking pitch, but that the sea mounting to the welkin's cheek dashes the fire out. Oh, I have suffered with those that I saw suffer. A brave vessel who had no doubt some noble creature in her dashed all to pieces. Oh, the cry did knock against my very heart. Poor souls, they perished. Had I been any god of power, I would have sunk the sea within the earth, or ere it should be the good ship so have swallowed, and the rotting souls within her.
Be collected, no more amazement. Tell your piteous heart, there's no harm done.
Oh, woe the day!
No harm. I have done nothing but in care of thee, my dear one, thee, my daughter, who art ignorant of what thou art, not knowing of whence I am, nor that I am more better than Prospero, master of a full poor cell, and thy no greater father.
More to know did never meddle with my thoughts.
'Tis time I should inform thee farther. Lend thy hand and pluck my magic garment from me. So lie there, my aunt. Wipe thou thine eyes. Have comfort. The direful spectacle of the rack, which touched the very virtue of compassion in thee, I have with such provision in mine art, so safely order it that there is no soul, no, not so much perdition as in hair, but to any creature in the vessel, which thou heardst cry, which thou sawest sink. Sit down, for thou must now know farther.
You have often begun to tell me what I am, but stopped and left me to a bootless inquisition, concluding, stay, not yet.
The hour is now come. The very minute bids thee open thine ear, obey, and be attentive. Canst thou remember a time before we came unto this cell? I do not think thou canst, for then thou wast not out 3 years old.
Certainly, sir, I can.
My lord, by any other house or person, of anything the image, tell me that hath kept with thy remembrance.
'Tis far off, and rather like a dream than an assurance that my remembrance warrants. Had I not 4 or 5 women once that tended me?
Thou hadst, and more, Miranda. But how is it that this lives in thy mind? What seest thou else in the dark, backward, and abysm of time? If thou rememberest aught here, thou camest here. How thou camest here, thou mayest.
But that I do not.
12 years since, Miranda, 12 years since, thy father was the Duke of Milan, and a prince of power.
Sir, are not you my father?
Thy mother was a piece of virtue, and she said thou wast my daughter, and thy father was Duke of Milan, and his only heir, a princess, no worse issued.
Oh, the heavens! What foul play had we that we came from thence? Or blessed was it we did?
Both, my girl. By foul play, as thou sayest, were we heaved thence, but blessedly home hither.
Oh, my heart bleeds to think of the deed that I have turned you to, which is, from my remembrance, please you, farther.
My brother and thy uncle, called Antonio, I pray thee mark me, that a brother should be so perfidious. He whom, next thyself, of all the world I loved, and to him put the manage of my state, as at that time through all the signories it was the first and Prospero the prime duke, being so reputed in dignity, and for the liberal arts without a parallel. Those being all my study, the government I cast upon my brother, into my state grew stranger, being transported and wrapped in secret studies. Thy false uncle, dost thou attend me?
Sir, most heedfully.
Being once perfected how to grant suits, how to deny them, who to advance, and who to trash for overtopping, new created the creatures that were mine, I say, or changed them, or else new formed them, having both the key of officer and office, set all the heart of the state to what tune pleased his ear, that now he was the ivy which had hid my princely trunk and sucked my verdure out on't. Thou attend'st not?
Oh, good sir, I do.
I pray thee mark me. I, thus neglecting worldly ends, all dedicated to closeness, and the bettering of my mind, with that which, but by being so retired, or prized our popular rate, in my false brother awaked an evil nature, and my trust, like a good parent, did beget of him a falsehood in its contrary as great as my trust was, which had indeed no limit, a confidence sans bound, he being thus lauded, not only with what my revenue yielded, but what my power might else exact, like one who, having unto truth, by telling of it, made such a sinner of his memory, to credit his own lie, he did believe he was indeed the Duke, and the substitution executing the outward laws of royalty with all prerogative, hence his ambition growing. Dost thou hear?
Your tale, sir, would cure deafness.
To have no screen between this part he played, and him he played it for, he need will be absolute, me lord. Me, poor man, my library was dukedom large enough. Of temporal royalties, he thinks me now incapable. Confederate so dry he was for sway, with the King of Naples, to give him annual tribute, do him homage, subject his coronet to his crown, and bend the dukedom, yet unbowed, alas, poor Milan, to most ignoble stooping.
Oh, the heavens!
Mark his condition, and the event, then tell me if this might be a brother.
I should sin to think but nobly of my grandmother. Good wombs have borne bad sons.
Now, the condition. This King of Naples, being an enemy to me inveterate, hearkens my brother's suit, which was that he, in lieu of the premises of homage, and I know not how much tribute, should presently extirpate me and mine out of the dukedom, and confer fair Milan with all the honors on my brother, whereon a treacherous army levied, one midnight fated to the purpose, did Antonio open the gates of Milan, and in the dead of darkness, the ministers for the purpose hurry and next me, and I, crying so.
Alack, for pity. I, not remembering how I cried out then, will cry it again. It is a hint that brings my eyes to it.
Here a little further, and then I'll bring thee to the present business, which now departs, without the which this story were most impertinent.
Wherefore did they not that hour destroy us?
Well demanded, wench. My tale provokes that question. Dear, they durst not. So dear the love my people bore me, nor set a mark so bloody on the business, but with colours fairer painted their foul ends. In view, they hurried us aboard a bark, bore us some leagues to sea, where they prepared a rotten carcass of a butt, not rigged, nor tackle, sail, nor mast, the very rats instinctively have quitted. There they hoist us to cry the sea, and roar to us, to sigh to the winds, whose pity, sighing back again, did us but loving roar.
Alack, what trouble was I then to you?
Oh, a cherubin, thou wast that did preserve me. Thou didst smile, infused with a fortitude from heaven, when I have decked the sea with drops full salt, under my burden groan, which raged in me an undergoing stomach, to bear up against what should ensue.
How came we ashore?
By providence divine, some food we had, and some fresh water that a noble Neapolitan Gonzalo, out of his charity, who, being then appointed master of this design, did give us, with rich garments, linens, stuffs, and necessaries which since have steadied much. So of his gentleness, knowing I loved my books, he furnished me from mine own library with volumes that I prize above my dukedom.
Would I might but ever see that man!
Now I arise, sit still, and hear the last of our sea sorrow. Here, in this island we arrived, and here have I, thy schoolmaster, made thee more profit than other princess can that have more time for vain hours, and tutors not so careful.
Heavens, thank you for it! And now I pray you, sir, for still 'tis beating in my mind, your reason for raising this sea storm.
No thus, far forth, by accident, most strange bountiful fortune, now my dear lady, hath mine enemies brought to this shore, and by my prescience I find my zenith doth depend upon a most auspicious star, whose influence, if now I court not, but omit my fortunes, will ever after droop. Here, cease more questions. Thou art inclined to sleep. To thy good dullness, and give it way. I know thou canst not choose. Come away, servant, come. I am ready now. Approach, my Ariel. Go.
All hail, great master, great sir, hail. I come to answer you as pleasure. We are to fly, to swim, to dive into the fire, to ride on the curved clouds. To thy strong bidding task, Ariel, and on his quality.
Hast thou, spirit, perform to the point the tempest that I made thee?
To every article, I boarded the king's ship, now on the beak, now in the waist, the deck, in every cabin I flamed amazement.
Sometime I'll divide and burn in many places. On the topmast, the odds, and more spirit would I flame distinctly, then meet and join Jove's lightnings, the precursors of the dreadful thunderclaps. More momentary and sight outrunning were not. The fire and cracks of sulphurous roaring the mighty Neptune seem to besiege and make his bold waves tremble. Yeah, his dread trident shine.
My brave spirit, who was so firm, so constant, that this coil would not infect his reason.
Not a soul, but felt a fever of the mad and played some tricks of desperation. All but mariners plunged in the foaming brine and quit the vessel. Then all afire with me, the king's son Ferdinand, with hair upstaring men like weeds, not him, was the first man that left. Cried, hell is empty, and all the devils are here.
Why, that's my spirit. But was not this nigh shore?
Close by, my master.
But are they, Ariel, safe?
Not a hair perished. On their sustaining garments, not a blemish, but fresher than before. And as thou waits me, in troops I have dispersed them about the isle. The king's son have I landed by himself. I left cooling of the air with sighs in an odd angle of the isle, and sitting his arms in this sad knot.
Of the king's ship, the mariners, say how thou hast disposed, and all the rest of the fleet.
Safely in harbor is the king's ship, in the deep nook where once thou call'dst me up at midnight to fetch dew from the still wreck's bare berths. There she's hid, the mariners all under hatches stowed, who, with a charm joined to their suffered labor, I have left asleep. And for the rest of the fleet, which I dispersed, they all have met again. And now upon the Mediterranean float bound sadly home for Naples, supposing that they saw the king's ship wrecked, and his great person perish.
Ariel, the charge exactly is performed, but there's more work. What is the time of the day?
Yes, the mid-season.
At least 2 glasses. The time 'twixt 6 and now must, by us both, be spent most preciously.
Is there more toil? Since thou dost give me pains, let me remember thee what thou hast promised, which is not yet performed me.
Now, moody, what is thou canst demand?
My liberty.
Before the time be out, no more!
I prithee, remember I have done thee worthy service, told thee no lies, made no mistakings, served without or grudge or grumblings. Thou did promise to bait me a full year.
Dost thou forget from what a torment I did free thee? Thou dost, and thinkest much to tread the ooze of the salt deep, to run upon the sharp wind of the north, to do me business in the veins of the earth when it is baked with frost.
I do not, sir.
Thou liest, malignant thing, as thou forgot the foul witch Sycorax, who, with age and envy, was grown into a hoop. Hast thou forgot her?
No, sir.
Thou hast. Where was she born? Speak! Tell me!
Sir, in our year.
Oh, was she so? I must once a month recount what thou hast been, which thou forgettest. This damned witch Sycorax, for mischiefs manifold and sorceries terrible, to enter human hearing from Algier, thou knowest was banished. For one thing she did, they would not take her life. Is not this true? This blue-eyed hag was hither brought with child, and here was left by the sailors. Thou, my slave, as thou reportest thyself, wast then her servant, and, for thou wast a spirit, too delicate to act her earthy and abhorred commands, refusing her grand hests, she did confine thee, by help of her more potent ministers, and in her most unmitigable rage, into a cloven pied, within which rift imprisoned thou didst painfully remain a dozen years, within which space she died, and left thee there, where thou didst vent thy groans, as fast as mill wheel strike. Then was this island, save for the sun that she did litter here, a freckled whelp, hag-born, not honored with a human shape.
Yes, Caliban, her son.
Don't think! I say so. He, that Caliban, whom now I keep in service, thou best knows what torment I did find thee in. Thy groans did make wolves howl, and penetrate the breasts of ever-angry bears. It was a torment to lay upon the damned, which Sycorax could not again undo. It was mine art, when I arrived and heard thee, that made gape the pride, and let thee out.
I thank thee, master.
If thou more murmurest, I will rend an oak and beg thee in his naughty entrails till thou hast howled away 12 winters.
Pardon, master. I will be correspondent to command and do my spiriting gently.
Do so, and after 2 days I will discharge thee.
That's my noble master. What shall I do? Say what? What shall I do?
Go! Make thyself like a nymph of the sea. Be subject to no sight, but thine and mine. Invisible to every eyeball else. Go take this shape, and hither come it. Go! Hence with diligence! Awake, dear heart. Awake. Thou hast slept well. Awake.
The strangeness of your story put heaviness in me.
Shake it off. Come on. We'll visit Caliban, my slave, who never yields us kind answer.
'Tis a villain, sir. I do not love to look on.
But as 'tis, we cannot miss him. He does make our fire, fetch in our wood, and serves in offices that profit us. What ho! Slave! Caliban! Thou art thou! Speak!
There's wood enough within.
Come forth, I say! There's other business for thee! Come, thou tortoise! Wed! Fine apparition! My queen Ariel! Hearken thine ear!
My lord, shall
Thou poisonous slave! Come by the devil himself! Upon thy wicked dab! Come forth!
As wicked you as ere my mother brushed with raven's feather from unwholesome fed. Drop on you both, a southwest blow on ye, and blessing you all, Lord.
For this, be sure,
Tonight thou shalt have cramps, side stitches that shall pin thy breath up. Urgent shall that verse of night, that they may work all exercise on thee. Thou shalt be pinched as thick as honeycomb, each pinch more stinging than bees that made them. I must eat my dinner. The silence mine by Sycorax, my mother, which thou takest from me. When thou camest first, thou strokest me and made much of me. Wouldst give me water with berries in, and teach me how to name the bigger light, and how the less that burned by day and night. And then I loved thee, and showed thee all the qualities of the island, the fresh springs, blind pits, barren place and fertile. Curse me, I that did so. All the charms of Sycorax, roads, beat of bats, lies on you. For I am all the subjects that you have, which first was mine own king. And here you stymie in his hard rock, whiles you do keep from me the rest of the island. Thou moves like slave, whom stripes may move, not kindness. I have used thee, filth as thou art, with human care, largely in mine own self till thou didst seek to violate the honor of my child. Oh, when that's been done, thou didst prevent me. I had people else desire with Caliban. Abhorrent slave, which any printed goodness will not take, being capable of all ill. I pitied thee, took pains to make thee speak, taught thee each hour one thing or other, and thou didst not, savage, know thine own meaning, but wouldst gabble like a thing most brutish. I endowed thy purposes with words that made them known, but thy vile race, though thou didst learn, had that in which made good natures could not abide to be with. Therefore wast thou deservedly confined into this rock, which hadst deserved more than a prison. You taught me language, and my profit on't is I know how to curse. The Red Plague rids you for learning me your language. Exceed it! Fetch us in fuel, and be quick. Thou art best. That's your other business. Strong as thou malice, thou neglects, on us unwillingly, what I command. I'll wrap thee with old crabs, fill all thy bones with aches, make thee roar, that beast shall tremble at thy din. No, pray thee. I must obey. His art is of such power, it would control my dad's god Centibus and make a vassal of him. So, slave! Hence!
Under these yellow sands and Monte Carlos, God see when you haven't kissed the wild waves west. But it's faintly here and there, and sweet spikes the bed and bear. Watchdogs bark. Poor guy, the strain of strutting got to clear. Quiet,
Where should this music be? In the air or the earth? It sounds no more, and sure it waits upon some god of the island. Sitting on a bank, weeping again the king my father's wrack, this music crept by me upon the waters, allaying both their fury and my passion with its sweet air. Thence I have followed it, or it hath drawn me rather, but 'tis gone. No, it begins again.
Oh, Father, Father, Father lies. All his bones are coral made. Those are pearls that were his eyes. Nothing of him that doth fade, but doth something I see change into something rich and strange. See him sourly ring his knell. Ding dong! Hark! Now I hear them. Ding dong bell!
This ditty does remember my drowned father. This is no mortal business, nor no sound that the earth owes. I hear it now above me.
The frigid curtains of thine eye advance and say what thou seest yonder.
What is't? A spirit? Lord, how it looks about! Believe me, sir, it carries a brave form, but 'tis a spirit.
No wench, it eats and sleeps, and hath such senses as we have, such. This gallant which thou seest was in the rack, and but he's something stained with grief. That's beauty's canker. Thou mightest call him a goodly person. He hath lost his fellows and strays about to find him.
I might call him a thing divine, for nothing natural I ever saw so noble.
It goes on, I see, as my soul prompts it. Spirit, fine spirit, I'll free thee within 2 days for this.
Most sure the goddess on whom these airs attend, vouchsafe my prayer, may know if you remain upon this island, and that you will some good instruction give how I may bear me here. My prime request, which I do last pronounce, is, oh, you wonder if you be maid or no? No wonder, sir, but certainly a maid. My language, heavens, I am the best of them that speak this speech, were I but where it is spoken.
How? The best? What wert thou if the King of Naples heard thee?
A single thing, as I am now, that wonders to hear thee speak of Naples. He does hear me, and that he does, I weep. Myself am Naples, who with mine eyes never since had ever beheld the king my father racked.
Alack, for mercy!
Yes, faith, and all his lords, the Duke of Milan, and his brave son being twain.
The Duke of Milan and his more braver daughter could control thee, if now 'twere fit to do it. At the first sight they have changed eyes. Delicate Ariel, I'll set thee free for this. A word, good sir. I fear you have done yourself some wrong. A word.
Why speaks my father so urgently? This is the third man that e'er I saw, the first that e'er I sighed for. Pity move my father to be inclined my way. Oh, if a virgin in your affection not gone forth, I'll make you the Queen of Naples.
Soft, sir. One word more. They are both in either's powers, but this swift business I must uneasy make, lest too light winning make the prize light. One word more! I charge thee that thou attend me. Thou dost here usurp the name thou owest not, and hast put thyself upon this island as a spy to win it from me, the Lord Ox!
No, as I am a man!
There's nothing ill can dwell in such a temple. The ill spirit, so fair a house, good things will strive to dwell with it.
Follow me. Speak not to you for him. He's a traitor. Come, I'll mangle thy neck and feet together. Sea water shalt thou drink. Thy food shall be the fresh brook mussels, withered roots, and husks wherein the acorn cradled. Follow!
No! I will resist such entertainment till mine enemy has more power! Oh, dear father! Make not too rash a trial of him, for he's gentle and not fearful.
What? I say, my foot, my tutor, but thy sword up, traitor, who makest a show but dares not strike. Thy conscience is so possessed with guilt. Come from thy ward, where I can here disarm thee with this stick and make thy weapon drop.
Beseech you, father!
Hence! Hang not on my garments!
Sir, have pity! I'll be his surety!
Silence! One word more shall make me chide thee, if not hate thee. What? An advocate for an impostor? Hush! Thou thinkst there is no more such shapes as he, having seen but him and Caliban? Foolish witch! To the most of men this is a Caliban, and they to him are angels.
My affections are then most humble. I have no ambition to see a goodlier man.
Come on, obey! Thy nerves are in their infancy again, and have no vigor in them.
So are they. My spirits, as in a dream, are all bound up. My father's loss, the weakness which I feel, the wrack of all my friends, not this man's threats to whom I am subdued, are but light to me. Might I but through my prison once a day behold this maid, all corners else of the earth let liberty make use of. Space enough, never I in such a prison.
It works. Come on! Thou hast done well, fine Ariel. Follow me. Hark, what thou else shalt do me.
Be of comfort, my father's of a better nature, sir, than he appears by speech. This is unwanted, which now came from him.
Thou shalt be as free as mountain winds, within exactly due all points of my command. Come, follow. Speak not for him.